What's up, Alpha 2 crew? Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Ty, here with Nick and Ryan.
Hi.
What up?
All right, guys, got to keep it moving with the Halloween marathon. Evil.
That's right.
Evil, evil. Evil, 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 evil. All right, this time around, I'm bringing out a song that really doesn't necessarily mean anything about Halloween in particular. But when people hear it, they immediately think of something spooky. And that's because of Stranger Things. The song was on Stranger Things. You know, we're doing Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush. You know, a song that everyone thinks of that scene when they hear it immediately. At least I think so.
Yeah.
You know, it was the first time that I was introduced to the song. So unless you knew the song prior, you immediately put two and two together.
Yeah, and you guys know me. I've been fortunate to hear a lot of music. I didn't know this song before the show either. Yeah, I'm not ashamed to say it. Like, there's a lot of music, but I was glad that I was introduced.
Yep.
Yeah. And I always think of the scene, you know, spoiler alert if you haven't already seen it. I mean, it's been out forever. But anyway, I always think of that scene, you know, when Max is running away from Vecna. And honestly, like, that's probably one of the best scenes of all time in any, like, you know, TV or film. You know, I feel like, you know, if you put a song on the map solely because of a scene, you know, that just shows you how powerful the scene was. Because there's a lot of people watching that show. That show is, and it always comes out around Halloween. You know, there one time they had the pumpkins everywhere, and it came out around the time. So, you know, it just gives me those vibes when I hear this song.
Yep.
That's right. And they continued to use it in the show.
Yeah.
Right. And it's, you know, when you watch that show, it just gives you that spooky vibe the whole time. So,
Yeah.
it's definitely worthy.
Stranger Things is one of my favorite shows.
Yes.
And, man, there is a ton of good music in the show.
Ton.
Yeah, there is.
A ton. And I would argue that this past season was the best so far.
And still more to come. But let me give you some background of Kate Bush, because I didn't know anything about her before the series.
I had heard her name before, but I never knew any music.
Right. Catherine Bush is an English singer, songwriter, record producer, and dancer. She began writing songs at 11 years old.
Wow.
David Gilmour from Pink Floyd produced her demo tape to get her signed to her first record label.
Wow.
Nice.
So she was extremely successful in the UK. A ton of awards, charting songs, Grammy nominees. So that's probably why we didn't know her. It's because she just was really big over there. She was inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. She has 9 albums. Running Up That Hill was off of the 5th studio album, Hounds of Love, released in 1985.
Yeah, and after hearing this song, I actually delved into this album.
Yeah, because it's a concept album.
Yeah, it's very good. Great album.
So it went 2 times platinum in the UK. When referencing her, I'm just going to reference her UK success because, like I said, it kind of never crossed over into the United States. But David Gilmour is on guitar on this song. He must have just been involved with her, throughout her life. So that was interesting.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. She wrote this in a single night in her basement, and it was originally titled A Deal with God, which I think is a better title for a Halloween marathon, A Deal with God. But either way, it works.
It is part of the title, though.
Yeah, on some of the albums or whatever, it's been labeled as both. So sometimes it shows up as Running Up the Hill, sometimes it's showed up as Running Up the Hill, Deal with God. Okay. So it just depends.
We'll just put this one on the title.
Sure, why not? So let's get into this thing. This is Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush.
Nope, say it again.
You want the other one? Okay.
The way we always
That was the first thing I saw. All right. Mm-hmm. So let's get into this thing. This is Kate Bush, Running Up That Hill. Gotta turn it up.
Good Lord, man.
This song is really good.
Even better in the headphones.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
You literally hear everything.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of added stuff in there that you don't catch
Man, oh
when you
man.
first hear it.
Man, that is really good. So
I totally
soothing.
get it.
So soothing.
I totally get it. Wow, man. It's so beautiful and motivational. I mean, it really does sound like you're just trying to get to the tip top, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it's just taking forever, but you're so determined. And you already know why I love it. It's impetuous.
Yeah, that's his word.
It just keeps going and going and going, man. We did the Talk song, Life's What You Make It. And I remember you saying that the drum beat in that song was inspired by this drum beat.
Yeah.
And I can see why, man.
Yeah, you
it's
can hear
just, I don't know, it's nothing crazy, but man,
It's just the toms.
It's just super catchy.
Yeah.
I mean, who's not gonna like that? So that's really like the heartbeat
Oh, yeah.
of this song, and the synth is just crazy.
Yeah.
Just buzzing in the back.
The environment it creates, it's just
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, it's very strange, a deal with God. This does kind of sound heavenly, but it kind of sounds evil too. I don't know. It's like
You're in the middle ground.
It's hard to describe.
It kind of like it kind of like makes sense. Like even with the lyrics, why they use that for that scene as well. Like a deal with God. So she, pretty much
because she was like basically
she got lucky to
purgatory, really.
Yeah, exactly. So she was like pretty much because when the scene when he has the hand over her and then before he cracks their bones and stuff, he has his hand. She looks up. She looks up like kind of like praying, kind of.
Yeah.
And what do you know? It's just she ended up escaping. So it's like spoiler alert. But yeah, I like it's crazy how people can do stuff like this.
How well it fits.
Yeah,
you said that before.
Yeah, I just don't get how people can do that. Like just put a song because I'll tell you right now, I would say less than 30% of America knew what this song was.
I'd say more than that.
And I'm just like,
I was
how
on
would
the
they
edge
know
of
to
my
use
seat.
this? This song was number one on Apple Music at
For
one
a
point.
while.
Yeah, it was like crazy, and this song came out a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like it's just crazy how they know. That just shows talent. Especially with that show, it just shows they got really good stuff for that show, and it makes it. That's why it's so good. So I just think it's really crazy how anybody can do that.
Yeah, and that was really like a turning point for Maxine's character because I felt like they kind of like weren't using her the right way, and then last season I feel like that whole storyline just really made people like her character even more and like connected with her. She really like became, a favorite after this. But yeah, I remember watching that scene too, and even though I kind of felt like she would be okay, I was still like.
Oh, yeah.
I was sitting there watching. I was like, man, this is epic.
Yeah,
Very epic.
I was like, I don't even know what this song is, but this is epic.
Over here sweating and everything else.
My heart was racing, boy.
Man, oh man.
Did y'all cry at all?
No, I didn't cry.
Talking about like throughout the show?
A lot of people did.
I did.
I've heard people say they did.
I did.
For sure.
Yep.
But yeah, that was a real emotional scene, and they followed it up with, emotional because like she came back and
Yeah.
it was like, is she actually going to come back or not?
I was gonna be salty if they would have took her off. I was like,
Yeah.
boy, if they kill her right now, I swear.
Yeah. And if you haven't seen the show, like, sorry, but
Yeah.
it's a big talking point.
If you haven't seen it, it's your fault.
Hey,
It's been out for so long now.
I said spoiler.
I don't know. I guess it just fits well. It fits so well with that scene just because it feels like you're just kind of stuck somewhere and you're just trying your damnedest to get out of it. And man, her voice is just so good on this.
Yeah, it's fire.
So good. Just like the ability to transition like, and then this sweet little like, you. Like,
Yeah,
oh
that's my favorite.
Yeah, she's like, a deal with God. Brings it down.
Yeah. The levels that she's like creating here are crazy. I mean, she's really all over the place here. And I love how like in the chorus, she just comes just like bam.
Yeah.
Like this is when we're going sky high right here. So
Yeah, plus like when they did the second chorus, they added an extra beat.
Yeah.
So it was like progression, it was like progressing into even more
Anticipation.
yeah.
it's just genius though, because like the song, it just stays with this momentum. It's like, where are we really going? You know, are we falling down or are we going up the hill? So it's just, man, what a vibe. I mean, I've heard this song plenty of times since then, but never in the headphones. And this really makes it even better. It's a wonderful experience.
Be unhappy, and if only could, I'd make a deal with God, and I'd get him to swap our places. Be running down that road, be running down that hill, be running down that building. See if only could. It's you and me. It's you and me. You won't be unhappy. Come, baby. Come, darling. Let me steal this moment from you now. Come on, angel. Come on, darling. Let's exchange the experience.
Space right here. God bless. Yeah.
If only could, I'd make a deal with God, and I'd get us to small places, and be running down that road, be running down that hill.
David Gilmour.
Yeah.
See if only could, I'd make a deal with God, and I'd get us to small places, and be running down that road, be running down that hill, with no problem. See if only could, I'd make a deal with God, and I'd get him to small places, and be running down that road, be running down that hill, with no problem. So if only could, be running down that hill, with no problem.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh yeah,
Wow, what a fade.
so good.
Man, that might be one of the longest fades on the channel. At least it felt like it.
Yeah.
Empty space.
Wow. It's like you just like disappeared into the clouds.
I wanted to keep singing.
Yeah, I could have ran with the ending there. Could have just kept going
Yep.
Yeah, don't.
all night.
I just wanted to stay in that world, man.
Yeah.
All
And
day.
I love that ending because it is kind of ambiguous. You know, it doesn't really have a.
Did she make it?
Yeah, there's no real resolution to it. It's just like, which street did she choose to go down? Which path? So, yeah, just amazing song, man. And it never stops. You never stop running up that hill. And I was kind of looking at the genius here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it just seems like the song is about just saying like, how would it feel like to be if the shoe was on the other foot?
I actually read that she wrote it about, a man and a woman swapping places.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know who the man was. She didn't specify that. Whenever she wrote it, she just says it's about a man and a woman, and them wanting to swap places.
Okay. Yeah, it makes
There's
sense.
definitely more to it than what she's saying, I
Yeah.
think.
It's still an interesting concept, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we always talk about, like, the pros and cons of being a man or a woman. And I really would wonder what it felt like to be a woman for a day. I'm just saying, like, we always have this concept, this idea of how we're going to be. But, like, you don't really know how it is unless you were a woman for a day. You know what I'm saying? We have no idea. Just like you guys have no idea what it would like to be a man for a day. So, it's just it's an interesting thought. It's of course she's talking about like on a more emotional level.
Yeah.
But this amazing soundscape. Love the drum beat. I really feel like the guitar shined in the last like minute or two there. Gilmore with his
those breaks of chaos is
you could definitely hear the Pink Floyd right there.
Pink Floyd.
Yeah. Just that ambience like no other. Very theatrical, obviously. And then just like the layers in here and the double tracking, and I feel like there was like her voice, sometimes they'd kind of make it louder, or it would have separate vocal line behind it. They kind of played around with that throughout the entire song, which was really cool. She really just showed off her vocal prowess in this song. Just crazy vocal performance. I don't have much else to say at the moment other than this was an immediate playlist when I first heard it.
Oh, yeah.
And now that I've heard it in the headphones, I like it even more.
Yeah, is it going to go on the Halloween?
It was already there.
Oh, okay. All right. It was already there.
I mean,
he beats it to the punch.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad it's on the playlist. It's got to be on the Halloween playlist, because it does give me the spooky vibes, even though, there is a lot of tones from the vocal. The back, it stays the same. Dum, 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 and it doesn't change. It's in the back the whole time, and it's just that bass line, that synth, it just keeps that scary vibe in the back.
We never even mentioned it, but like you could argue like the most memorable theme from this is da-na, da-na,
yeah, da-na,
da-na-na.
Yeah, the thing in the back. I don't even know what that is.
That's what I remember mostly is that. That's
very
what catches
bubbly.
Me. Yeah.
Yeah, just the balance between everything. It just sounds like somebody who's getting pulled one way and the other way, and it's kind of...
It's like a tug of war.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it's more than just a physical tug of war, but it's a spiritual tug of war.
Yeah, absolutely.
It does. It gives that very spiritual vibe. So
yes.
It's definitely going on the Halloween playlist. I've already added it. Putting it on there right now.
Yeah, you can also say it gives like a ghostly vibe too. She has like a very ghostly voice.
Yeah, like a dead woman.
Yeah. It's like really
haunting.
Haunting. Yeah. But for me, it's the. That's just all. That's all I can hear whenever. But now, like I hear it in the headphones, the drums are very in your face.
Yeah,
like they want
louder.
you to hear the drums. And there was one part where it sounded like a what's that one song or a.
Phil Collins.
Yes,
I was thinking
to say that.
Yeah.
Yes, the
Yeah.
I forgot to
I was like,
say
that's
that.
the first thing I thought of.
I was like, man, this reminds me of Phil Collins.
I was like, so that's a little bit of inspiration in there too, probably from him.
Little Genesis.
Yeah. I was like, that's kind of nice too. So I didn't even notice that originally either.
Yeah.
But yeah, her voice is probably one of the best we've had on the channel for sure. Just off one song.
I would say so. Yeah.
Woman, yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
So it's like, that's really cool to have. And then, it's definitely playlist. I added it whenever I heard it on the show. I said, I gotta know what this song is.
A lot of people did.
Yeah, so this is definitely fire. And like I said, I ain't got the Halloween playlist, so I just got my main.
You better make one.
But I do have a Views and 502 playlist. We've already discussed this. So anytime I say playlist, it's on there.
You can just make a Views Halloween playlist like Ty did.
Yeah.
Just all the songs we've done.
Or I can share it.
Yeah, it's true. You can.
I would share mine, but it would kind of spoil like what we might.
Well, you
may
have
do in the
Spotify
future.
anyway.
Well, it wouldn't be a playlist I go to all the time, anyways.
Yeah.
So
Well, like I said, Nick has Spotify. Me and Ryan have the Apple.
that's true.
And I add them as I listen to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if I remember hearing correctly, all of her music, at least I know from this song or this album or whatever, she owned all the rights.
Yeah.
So, like all the profits that came, from after showing that scene, it all went to her. So, like, just big ups to her because, a lot of times you see that happen and it's like, oh, it kind of gets spread out.
Yeah.
And they only get like a percentage. No.
Goes to the record, goes to the movies.
Yeah, no, man. She, after that happened, like, she was just like swimming in cash after that.
Oh yeah.
So good for her, man. And, it just goes to show you, like, it's disappointing that we had to watch that show to hear this song.
Yeah.
Like, how did this song escape millions of people is beyond me. Because like I would put this up there with any song from back then.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what happened, but thanks to the guys from Stranger Things for letting everybody know about it, because it's an amazing song and an amazing album and an amazing artist. That's it, guys. Don't forget to drop a like, and as always, please tell us your views.
Thank you for subscribing and clicking that bell.
Peace out.